Hi guys, so for this next one, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to imagine, it's a great game this, you'll like this. Imagine you've got a big bag of money and you don't really understand cricket. Just imagine that. And imagine what you'd do. Okay, are you thinking about that? Great. Right, so I'll take you now, a game I didn't go to, but I was constantly checking my phone last year because things like this were bound to happen. So I'm going to go back to the Huddersfield League again. Now, what they did in 2020, because of the pandemic, they split the leagues into different colours, and we're looking at Group Red. Ultimately, the end of the season, everyone played 9 games. So you split into groups of 10. You play each other once. So you played 9 games. Hoyland's Wayne won it. They were in one of the previous videos. And Denby was 7th. So it's 1v7 at the end of the season. Nothing sort of ridiculous about that. It's 1v7. Could be anything. Hoyland's Wayne won the toss. Now, I'm going to run you through the teams a little bit here. The Denby side, to be fair, just looks like a local side to me. They don't have any stars. It's just a local side. So we'll concentrate on Hoyland's Way, and they were the visitors. So Chris Holliday, who's the main feature of this video, he's played for Yorkshire Seconds. Showkat Ali, his opening partner, he's played 12 first-class games. SP Singh, he's an all-rounder. He's played a first-class game, but he's been around league cricket for years. Aaron Lilly's plays for Hoyland's Way. He used to play for Delphi years ago. Plays for Hoyland's Way. He's played for Lancashire. Mohammad Azarullah, you'll all recognise as a medium pacer, fast medium, bit of a batsman, plays for Northants. You'll recognise Mohammad Azarullah. Adnan Ghani, he's a deaf cricketer who plays for Pakistan. He's played first-class cricket and he's also played some representative cricket for Pakistan. He's a deaf cricketer. He's a bowler. He plays for Pakistan deaf, and he also plays for Holliday at a really good level. He's a really good bowler. And then there's Gurman Randhawa, who's a leg spinner, who's played a lot for Yorkshire Seconds, I think, and other county seconds. I'm not sure he's had any first-class games. He might have had 1 or 2, but he's a very good league pro. So this is the All-Stars again, up against Denby, who are a small village team, but they're still in the Premiership, and they're there on merit. So Hoyland's Way won the toss, and what happened last year was, we talked about participation and shortening games. Well, the Huddersfield League went to 30 over games, which Steve Whitwan from Golka, who I've talked about previously, described to me as a big waste of time because it's just friendlies. So they're playing 30 over matches with leg side wides and things. Hoyland's Way win the toss and they bat. And Chris Holliday opens with Showkat Ali, and he goes absolutely berserk. It's quite a small ground at Denby, and I wish I'd been there, but it had just been a waste of time. He goes absolutely berserk because it's a 30 over game, and he bats through not out. They end up 456 for 3 in a 30 over game, which is 15 and over, isn't it? It's an awful lot. I mean, Nathan Rumerton gets 21, Aaron Lilly gets 14, SP Singh gets 62 off 46 balls. And that's a bit of a failure. And Holliday's opening partner, Showkat Ali, he gets 13 off 4 balls, including 2 sixes. So he blocks one, it's 2 sixes, then gets run out. And he's out for 13. But Holliday's there at the end. And out of 456 for 3 in 30 overs, excuse me, it's 21 fours and 34 sixes. And he ends up 316 not out. Now, I don't care what the standard is, who you are, how big the ground is, or what the bowl is like. I don't care about that. 30 overs, 316 not out. Doesn't matter who you are. That's an effort, that. That's a big effort. I'm just really sad that I wasn't there at the game. So obviously the game's over. And Denby aren't going to get 456, and they get balled out for 78. as a role of a superstar Northants player, 4 overs, 1 for 23, he got a bit of a smash. And the young lad Nathan Rimington, who doesn't play very often, opened the ball in with him, 5 overs, 4 for 9. Brilliant. Ran down a couple of wickets, and the game's over. It's just an idea of what can happen in these leagues if things get a little one-sided and superstar teams who appear to have money from where I don't know, but it's clear to me that whoever provides the money for Hoyland's Way for this club, I'm not criticising them too heavily, I am a little bit, but whoever provides the money is pumping it into an ultimately failing model, because it doesn't matter how strong a team you have to bully everyone this year and next year and the year after, you have to keep doing it. And the first year that you don't win everything, you've failed and you've just got to stop and everything falls off a cliff edge. So this person would be far better, in my opinion, developing a ground that's better, because their home ground is the one that slopes that we talked about previously, and they surely could be better finding a more level ground and a big ground, and perhaps developing it properly with all the money rather than spending it on all these players to win things that don't really matter. And perhaps then they could host Yorkshire second or even first 11 games if they have a ground that's big enough and they develop it and use their money properly. That's my message to Hoyland's Way Cricket Club, and also to other cricket clubs in a similar position. If you're winning your leagues easy every year, year in, year out, and you're spending money on pros and doing it that way, ultimately it's just a vanity project, really, that you can't sustain and you're going to get bored of. So let's encourage you to do better things with your money and help the game as a whole. Thanks for listening.